Hey, hey! I'm joking. So I have another review to do today. This one has actually been a request because somebody kept asking me, and I'm not going to name who you are, but it was the same person quite repeatedly. I don't know why. They wanted to know what kind of footbeds I was using, and seeing as I have really messed up feet, I don't know why, for some odd reason. And I guess they probably caught that from a different video. Here's what I'm, rocking inside of my cool skates. I'm using Superfeet, the yellow ones. Those are made for hockey. Superfeet is actually a really good company. They make a fantastic gamut of insoles for shoes of all kinds, from work boots to running shoes to loafers and skates and running shoes, which is actually really cool. Really cool. One thing that I do admire about Superfeet is that they understand that no foot is created equal. No fit is the same as the next. So therefore in that, they offer quite a few different feels. The really cool thing is what they try to do is they try to offer the alignment of the foot to go to where it should properly be. You will, once you start using them on your regular shoes, not just your hockey skates, you'll actually start noticing a much better difference, less back pain, and also better foot alignment, to the point where, if your feet cramp, if you have a job that stands around a lot or walk a lot or you run, it'll actually stop. It is really cool. Right now, I'm only using Superfeet just for my skates. I use a special different type of soles that I buy, retail ones for my regular shoes. So I can't afford to spend $40 after I buy a pair of shoes just for a different type of sole. So for now, we're balling on a budget and using these just for the skates. So if you have foot pain, I definitely do suggest using Superfeet. One really cool thing about them is, see that they are built completely different. The ones for the skate offer a lot of support right here on the arch. One of my problems is I have really flat feet, but the arches are extremely high, and that's one huge problem. So that's where this comes in. Superfeet, what it does is it has 6 prongs all here on the side where they just kind of hug into the skate boot at the bottom, at the heel, and they'll just kind of lock on to keep it, secure, and keep it from, running around or anything like that on you, like some do, that they just kind of will slip. These do not. So this locks in. Wow, what's really cool about that? It not just offers a support on the inside, has a little bit of support on the outside to make sure that your foot is centered and it's not going to wobble around. So if your skates are bending or your skates feel uncomfortable, it's not because of the footbed, alright? It's not going to be because of that. So you can't blame it. Don't use it as a scapegoat. Tighten your laces. They come with the antimicrobial lining on the inside, obviously right here, which is the yellow. I think we see that everywhere now. Graf started doing it, then Bauer copied it, and now, of course, Warrior / Mia, and now only Warrior Solitary is doing it too, where they come with the yellow antimicrobial liner. Mine are a little dirty, of course. Go figure. These do have about 6 months of use. That's why I waited this long, just to kind of review them. These are phenomenal. They are fantastic. I have no bad things to say about these, except this is nice and thin, and then this over here just kind of takes over and just grabs a hold of your foot and says, hey, we're gonna do some work right here. Now it is fairly easy to bend them this way, but it's extremely hard to bend them the opposite way, which is where your weight is all going to come down. See, now it just kind of bends right here on the end, up at the top, but the overall, it's going to offer really good return of support and spring as well. So for all of you who worry that it's just going to dampen your stride, it really is not. They also come with a little triangle right here of oh, perfect, you can see right through it. Fantastic. And that's just for drainage for your skates, which actually kind of fits perfect because these are the skates that I use. I use Pro Stock Custom Easton S15s, and right at the bottom, if Easton's actually started implementing their little mesh holes over here, which for the drainage. So it actually fits right perfect, so it drains onto the drainage hole where it's at. If you want to see a review, just go ahead and let me know, and I'll give you a review of my skates. I do have the retail version of these. which are actual, the stiffest at the retail comes, which would be about a 3.5 maximum out of 5, and these are the stiffest because these are actually pro ones. So these will not fall apart, of course, and then the back tenon guard is a whole different level of what the retail ones came as. So those are what my Superfeet go into, and that's where they fit into. And I absolutely love these. I do recommend these to every single person. If you have any type of foot problems, I definitely recommend looking up this brand, Superfeet. Get into it. Go. You can buy them at your local, any type of store that is dedicated to running shoes, or any type of fitness like that. Probably Dick's Sporting Goods. I saw them there as well. Or you can order them online. They're about $40. Probably charge you for shipping, but it's better than having to drive all the way out of town on the other side just to actually get something. So for Footbed Superfeet, these have my full appraisal. These are probably the best footbeds. I've used the Shock Doctors, and of course the really crappy ones that come stock in every skate, which kind of led me to believe as well, why in hell does Bauer, Easton, and other skate companies want except Graf. Graf actually, I'm gonna leave them out of this because Graf is phenomenal. The Graf footbeds are actually the best besides Superfeet, and they come stock. So why the hell are you gonna go out there and shell out $600 to almost $1,000 in skates, and then you end up having to go and buy a different footbed just because Bauer wants you to spend so much money, but they give you the crappiest footbeds that are the equivalent of sticking thin cardboard in your skates. It's just not right. It's not cool at all. So if you're encountering that problem, Superfeet. 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 Cheers.